everyone, so quick video on what to do if your rabbit is ever stung by a bee like Eeyore was on Friday. So we have a screened in balcony and I was out there on Friday with Eeyore and there was a bee on the ground, and right as I was looking at it I thought, I should probably stomp that so it doesn't sting him. And right as I was thinking that, he ran up to the bee, lowered his head to give it a kiss, and it flew up and stung him in the mouth. So what I did first was I evaluated how much he was swelling up, which for the first half hour to an hour, he didn't really swell up anything that was noticeable, although I could tell it bothered him and that he was in a bit of pain. What we did was we put baking soda and water and made it a little paste, and I put it right on his little cheek. Wow, you're making a big mess. And sort of waited for him to calm down and just see how bad it would get. Now, disclaimer, I have owned rabbits for a long time and I've done research for years, but I'm not a vet. So what I've read is that if your rabbit has any sort of noticeable swelling or hives anywhere on their body, just take them to the vet immediately. Eeyore had none of these. His swelling was basically non-existent. The main thing I had to do was remove the stinger off of his cheek. What I did was I could see the stinger was sort of in his mouth, cheek area, sort of in that little curved part right there. And what I read online, which seemed like completely the wrong thing to do, was it said get an old credit card and like gently, without any pressure, just sort of gliding it around the surface of their skin, just use the edge of the credit card to pull out the stinger. And I had no idea. I felt like there was no way that was going to work, especially not applying pressure, but I didn't want to apply pressure because I didn't want it to hurt him. I ended up doing it just not pushing down, literally just gliding it across his face, and it was the craziest thing. It just like popped it out. Now, he was a little bit down in the dumps all day. He wasn't really running around. He wasn't happy. He was sort of just sitting in a little loaf in the corner. But one of the huge indicators of how your rabbit is feeling is whether or not they're eating and drinking. If neither of those things are happening, vet ASAP. That is like detrimental sign something is wrong. Eeyore, the first thing he wanted to do when he got back inside was eat. He was eating and drinking all day. So I felt really confident, mixed with those two things, the no hives and the no swelling, that he was going to be all right. This is something very risky to do. We have several animal ERs nearby, so I wasn't really concerned about it, but it is something to just keep an eye on and not go, oh, well, my rabbit's like completely, 3 times swollen the size it normally is, and there's like bumps all over its body. But this girl on the internet said it's fine to just pop the, the stinger out and leave it alone. No. Please, if you think you need to take your rabbit to the vet, take them to the vet. End of the story is that clearly Eeyore's fine. He's all good. It was Friday, so it was a long time ago. But I think he hasn't been asking to go out on the balcony, I think, at all since Friday. So he's probably been scarred a little bit by it, which is good. I feel like there's a bit of a proverb in here somewhere, like, don't kiss a bee before it stings you or something. But anyway, he's all good.